Back now at 8:45 in this morning in Today's Kitchen. We're going back to basics with domestic goddess Nigella Lawson. She's back to transport us to Venice with a tasty sweet polenta crust lasagna. Her new cookbook, by the way, is Nigella Kitchen Recipes from the Heart of the Home. Hi, Nigella. Welcome back.
Hello. I'm sorry not to be transporting you to Venice, really, Matt.
Well, but kind of, at least in terms of the dish we're cooking.
Yes.
I've never heard of Venetian lasagna. Is that a term you coined?
It's a term I coined merely because when you go to Venice, as you know, polenta is their staple, as it were, their carbohydrate, much more than noodles.
So no noodles in this lasagna at all?
No noodles, and I love a noodle lasagna, but this is rather great, not least because it's made out of cornmeal, which is what polenta is, and so you don't have a gluten issue. So if you ever want to cook something with people, and that's tomatoes, you have to put tomatoes in a meat sauce.
Okay, so you've got ground meat in there.
I've got meat, I've got some carrots, I've got celery, and I've got onions and tomato paste, and I'm putting tomatoes all over the cooker.
It's
now,
okay,
what I
not a
did
problem.
here...
These are porcini mushrooms.
Yes, dried porcini mushrooms.
This is what they look like before what you've done to them.
Beautiful. This is the time of year for
Can
all
you
that
use
kind
any
of
mushrooms,
wootiness.
by the way?
You can use any mushrooms, and in fact, you can use any meat sauce. This is my favourite way of doing it.
Why wouldn't you just cut them on a cutting board before you put them in
Because I'm lazy.
Okay, all right, fine.
Why do you ask?
That's all right. And this is
marsala, which is like a fortified wine, which tastes really a bit more like dry sherry, and some water, which they've soaked in. And in this goes, and it adds such richness. Bay leaf. Look at this. Now, if I show you now, so after about 40 minutes, look at this.
That really cooks down.
I mean, isn't that...
Can I take a little taste of it? How do I do that? Here.
Yes.
Let's
You
see
can
what
keep
this
that. Do you mind if I make my polenta?
go ahead,
Will
go
you
ahead.
do that? You eat, I'll cook. I like that.
This is quick polenta. You're not making
It's
the...
instant polenta, but what I do is I use some chicken broth. I mean, again, not real.
Like a bouillon.
Yes, just because it lacks that bit of flavour. And then you whisk this in.
And this happens really quickly, right?
And I put some Parmesan, because I want it to have a load of flavour. And of course, normally in a lasagna, you'd have a cheese sauce or a white sauce. I'm not doing that. Bit of butter. And this
becomes polenta in like a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Come on back here. Let's turn that off and let's show people.
I'm going to bring the meat sauce, though.
Okay. So now
you liked it.
The polenta dries out a little bit.
Oh, you just put it in 3 layers. Now, what I do is I often use those throwaway little foil trays in 3 thin slices.
Okay, so the polenta goes on the bottom in this lasagna.
Yeah, half the meat sauce. Not too much. You don't want to be weighed down by everything. And then, look, it's like a little baby blanket on top. More.
Now the rest.
I'm going to leave the bay leaf in because I think it's beautiful. Obviously, you wouldn't want someone to eat it.
No, exactly. All right, so you're going to put that then the other layer of polenta.
Other layer. I'm layering up. I'm putting some cheese.
This goes in the oven then?
Yes. And really, for about 40 minutes if the meat was cold, because you can make everything ahead.
Okay.
And otherwise, really does half an hour or 20 minutes if it's hot.
And here's what it looks like when it comes out. Now, again, no noodles here.
No
pure
noodles,
polenta.
but cheerful, warming, bolstering.
Is lasagna popular in England?
Yes, I mean it isn't a religion like it is here, but it is good.
It's fantastic. It's really good.
And this, this is again that sort of fall flavours with squash. This is pappardelle, pine nuts, and blue cheese. And if you've got any vegetarians over the holidays, I think this is festive and meat-free.
Venetian lasagna and pappardelle. That's not bad. Nigella Lawson, always good to have you here.
Nice
You coming back tomorrow? Is that true?
I am. You can't get rid of me.
No, I like it. It's fine. It's good.